Hi guys, if you don't follow me on my other social media, then this is probably the first time that you are seeing me with my new hair. I'm starting a fresh lock journey. I shot a video a few weeks ago where I actually cut my hair, but there is quite a time frame from that point and where I am now. So I cut my hair in July, end of July, leaving about like 5 months for my hair to grow out to a point where I could actually start the new look journey. And in January I sort of attempted to start my journey, and I'll explain why I use the word attempted as we go through this whole journey. But yeah, honestly speaking, if I did not have hair extensions before this whole situation, yeah, no, I would probably not stick out starting a fresh journey, especially with short hair. I just feel like it's so difficult to make my hair work when it's this short, and this is probably the best that it sort of looked, because I sort of tried to like lay it down a bit. And also I don't know if it's because my hair is like still really long or it's the way that it was done, but I have some locks that are sort of coming undone and pretty much look like a little afro vibe going on there. I think this is, yeah, this here is supposed to be a lock, but in all honesty it's just, it's not working. Oh yeah, I'm really sorry. It's very cloudy and I see the sun is coming in and out of the clouds, so my apologies for the fluctuation in lighting. It is what it is. Okay, so I attempted to start my lock journey in January, and I'll also put pictures up somewhere here just so that you guys could see or can see what I mean. So I first tried 2-strand twists. I did a home job and I thought it looked good. I mean, it did look good, and also I thought that my hair was locking. But when I went to the loctitian to get my hair styled, they were like, nope, your hair is not locked, girl, you are rocking an afro. These twists that you have are not going to work because they were like too loose or whatever. And yeah, so I had to sort of start over, and they gave me two options. Either then I have them redo my twists, which cost about, it was about 420. I know it's quite a bit for twists on short hair, right? Or I start my locks using the crochet method, which was going to cost 900. And this was now in Feb, so I rocked those shady twists that I had that I did myself for the whole of January, and then in Feb, that's when I opted to go to the salon to get my hair done, and that's how I got to having the 2-strand twists started at the salon. And this time, which I feel was maybe a lot smarter than, yeah, it was smart. I wish I thought of that as well. So what they did, after twisting my hair, I mean, it's obviously like very short, which means that it gets undone easily. They tied a string, not a string, wool. They tied wool at the end just so that the twists don't get undone. So I think I rocked this for about like, what, 2 weeks. That's Luna. Come down, Luna. Luna, come down. Okay, so I rocked the twist for 2 weeks and I was done. I was like, I'm not doing this. I don't like this hair. I'm not feeling it. So at that stage, I also feel shady by doing this, because at the salon I was told that it was gonna cost me 900 to start my locks, and I just felt like I'm not ready to part with that money. So I took out the twists one by one, and as I took the twists out, I went in with a crochet needle just to get some form of lock thing happening. I mean, it wasn't perfectly done, but it did the job. But also I saw when I washed my hair, it kind of came loose. But my whole idea was, this is the shady part, if I start my own locks from home, right, and then go to the salon to get it done properly, or like as a treatment, they refer to it as, I just figured if I do that, then I won't have to pay the 900. I'll just pay the 420 it takes to do crochet treatment. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of genius. And I don't think I should be giving you a tutorial on how to crochet your own hair, but I'll give you a demonstration of what I did. But I mean, I don't even think there's gonna be a proper explanation around that. If you don't know your way around using a crochet needle, it's probably going to be a lot tricky and you're going to end up breaking your hair. So unless you've done some form of crocheting like I've done before, I wouldn't recommend that you do it yourself, because you're probably going to damage your hair, which will just, don't do it. Just go to a professional, and that's that. So right now I think I am, what am I? I'm probably, do I know? I am 3 weeks. Am I? Oh goodness. Okay, let's do this. Everything that I've just said, let's shift it back 1 month. So this whole thing happened in January. I attempted to start my locks in December, which would mean that I am now a month or 3 weeks into me having gone to the salon to have my locks started. I'll share a picture of what it looked like when I came back from the salon. Like, it looked so nice. And my biggest fear was that there's this thing that they do when you go to CBD when they start locks on short hair, that your hair just looks like spikes on your head, and I wasn't about that vibe. But when I went to Jabu Stone, that's the salon that I go to do my hair, they reassured me that they're not gonna do that whole crazy weird looking thingamabob, and my hair came out looking really good. I'll show you guys. I'll probably put a picture somewhere here, but it looked so amazing, and it sort of gave me faith and trust that I will stick out this journey with short hair, because the options that they've given me is rather just grow your hair as an afro, and when it's long enough that you can come and start your journey, or we can start the journey now and then we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, I think I have probably 10 more locks than I had in my previous set. Previously I had, I think 73, 74, somewhere around there, and now I have maybe 85, 86. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like, it's very difficult to try and count how many locks you have when your hair is this short, because you can't actually hold them or separate them properly, they just keep slipping. But yeah, like I said in my other videos, probably I didn't go into it saying that I'm looking for 86 locks or I'm looking for a set number of locks. I just, because I started the parts myself, I just went with the size that felt right. I prefer locks that aren't like too thick but not too thin either, and also I don't want a head full of locks, but I also don't want too thin a count of locks, if that makes sense. So you just need to gauge what works with the type of hair that you have, because I have very, very thick hair. Yeah, I have thick hair. I also have a slightly big head, so I had to just like feel it out, gauge it out. And also having had locks previously also helped, because I kind of knew what the size of hair I was parting would result to a lock. What? That doesn't sound right. Because I had locks previously, right, I could gauge how thick the lock would be based on the part that I created on my head. Yeah, that's more like it. Yes, I am due for, I'm looking at a mirror this side, I'm due for treatment soon, because yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with the way that my hair looks like at the moment. My camera really stopped recording, so what I was saying is that at the moment I have a love-hate relationship with the way that my hair looks. When I'm dolled up and all like makeup, you know, dress nice, it looks intentional, and it looks good. But when I'm not, I just look like a crazy person who doesn't really care about the appearance. So it's tricky. It's tricky. Yeah, like, I don't know if you guys can see, it's so messy. Most of my hair has become undone, and this is where we are at. But yeah, I'll just have to, you know, stick it out and try to make it work as much as I can. But as we're standing right now, I'm not really for it. I mean, I have an appointment to get my hair done quite soon, and I cannot wait for that to happen. But yeah, I also don't want to conform to the notion that there is an ugly phase with locks, because I honestly don't think that is accurate. But yeah, as I've mentioned earlier, had I not had lock extensions and this was my first attempt at starting locks with hair this short, I would have probably just given up a long time ago and maybe opted to grow my hair out longer and then only then do locks. But yeah, I've sort of experienced the positive and best side of having locks, so I'm willing to stick it out. So I'll show you guys how I managed the crochet thing, and also to neaten this mess that I have here. I'll just do maybe these ones in front. I'm not gonna do anything on the back, and I'm literally just gonna do 2 or maybe 1. The reason why I don't want to do anything on the back is I kind of have a feel of what I want my hair to look like, and it's the parts that I have, right? And because I have so much loose flying hair, I don't want to accidentally add hair to a part that it doesn't belong to, so I'd rather just wait for somebody to do it. Yeah, period. That's just what it is. Okay, let's do this one. I'm gonna try to explain this the best that I can, but again, I maintain if you don't know your way around the crochet needle, I highly recommend that you go to a professional. I highly discourage you to do it by yourself because you are going to mess your hair up. Do not do it. Okay, so I'm going to try and neaten, or rather incorporate this flying hair into the actual lock itself. Goodness. So you take your crochet needle, you stick it into your hair. Because the crochet needle has like, can you guys see it? No, you probably can't. Ah, my camera does not autofocus. A crochet needle has a little hook right at the end, right? So is this okay? You take your crochet needle, you stick it into your hair, and then you loop the hair that's flying. You sort of pull it outside of the lock, and then you go back inside the lock, take another section of hair, scoop it out, and the process kind of just repeats itself. And also, as you put the crochet needle into your hair, you sort of try to wiggle it around so that you can create little knots within the lock, incorporating hair that's already in the lock and also the one that you are trying to incorporate, which is the different hairs that were flying out. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Like I said, the way that I done it, it didn't really last that long because after a few washes my hair was loose again. I'm not sure what technique locticians actually use, but I mean, I guess that's why they're called locticians, right? And that's why you shouldn't be like me. Please spend money on your hair, otherwise your hair is going to be a flop. Okay, so I've incorporated, how am I going to show you this? All the hair. There isn't any more flying hairs. Everything is fixed in the lock. Let's do its neighbor. Okay. So I twist the hair by the scalp. I don't think I have a, well, I do have a reasoning for that. I just feel like it sort of mimics when you actually twist your hair, when you use gel and everything. So I feel like when I twist it, it allows me to sort of crisscross the hairs better because you're bringing hair on the right side to the left side and so forth, and yeah. In any case, let me just do this one. You know what I'll do? Next time I have my hair done, I'm going to ask 1D who does my hair if I can film the process, because I think, yeah, he does a way better job than I do, and he's a professional. That's why he's my chosen loctician. But yeah, this is my new journey. I'm very excited and also very irritated and also very pain stricken, but I kind of have the vision. I know what it's gonna look like, so I'm just gonna stick it out. But yeah, this is my new journey, guys. I hope you stick around for it. I'm also exploring styles you can do with your locks when they are this short, and so far I've managed bantu knots and the knot out, which actually look super cute. I'll do a video one of these good days and maybe share that with you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to continue neatening my hair with the crochet needle. I'll maybe pop a picture to show you guys what it looks like. And also, I don't know if you guys actually read comments, but if you've watched my previous video and you have questions, please go have a look in the comment section, because a lot of people have dedicated time to answer the questions that I post in the video, and all of those answers have been and will probably continue to be very helpful to me as I start my new journey. So there's been a lot of theories on why I had all that white stuff in my hair. Had so many recommendations on what to do to maybe avoid that, which I found very, very helpful, and also probably better alternatives to how I'd been treating my locks before. So because I know what I've been doing, and I've also shared with you guys in my previous video, I think with my new set of locks I'm going to be taking a different approach, and by doing that hopefully it will yield different returns. So if you have time, please go watch that video and go explore the comment section, because as I said, a lot of people have invested their time, knowledge, love into providing answers, and they were helpful to me. With that said, I'm sure they'll be helpful to you as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you a lot. I'll see you in my next videos, and I promise I will introduce you to my puppy, which I mentioned in the other video, which has also resulted into a second puppy. They're just having a nap session now, and it would be cruel to wake them up just to, you know, to parade them on my channel. I love you guys so much. Until next time, love you. Bye.